Royce White, who has an anxiety disorder and is yet to play a game for the Houston Rockets. We welcome Royce White to the show, and we start with this. There are reports today that you may soon report to the Rockets D-League team. Are they true?
Yeah, it's definitely true. I mean, right now we're still waiting on the final word, but we're getting very close to reaching an agreement that everybody feels comfortable with, an agreement that I feel will move us in a great direction in terms of creating that safe workplace that I've spoke about in the past. And, you know, on the NBA side and the NBPA side, you know, we're just finalizing some things, and hopefully we can get it done within the week, and I'll be on my way to the Rio Grande on February 11th. So.
Many people, as they look at your circumstance and they're only casually involved, they don't know it all the way down, they don't understand why you don't practice and why you don't play. Can you please explain that in this forum?
It comes down to this, is that the CBA and the UPC, which is the collective bargaining agreement and the uniform player contract, are very vague on mental health terms. And that wouldn't be an issue if the connection was directly made between regular health situations and mental health situations, but there's a disconnect there. So, you know, since it's so vague, it creates a situation where any player who is upfront about it, like I have been, or, you know, wants certain accommodations, you know, that are mandated under ABA law, it makes it really hard to figure out how to go about that operationally because there's no protocol in place, there's no book. Mental health has come a long way now, and there's a lot of people out there who know what they need to know about creating safe environments. We do it in schools, we do it in colleges, and let's try and implement that in the NBA so that, you know, the players in it that suffer from mental health issues have a fighting chance.
I can't speak to all the things about anxiety. I can speak personally to having an aversion to flying, doing Monday Night Football, took a bus whenever I could, got on an airplane sometimes, but rather took a bus. What do the Rockets have to do to get you on the court?
Well, you know, the funny thing about the traveling situation is it's been totally media perpetuated. Like the traveling accommodations have been set so long ago. And, you know, it worked out great, and it was continuing to work great. This issue arose because we were having some communication issues between myself and my agent and the organization, and those miscommunications were causing me some serious exacerbations, which give off physical symptoms and a mental health issue, just like a regular health condition. And I was having migraines and things that I hadn't experienced before, health-wise, and we felt it necessary to call a stop and say, let's try and put a great plan in place so that we don't keep running into this. So.
I want to go back to basketball for a second. Real Sports was probably one of the entities that pointed out that during the NCAA tournament, you thought you were the best player in the country. Others did too. Royce, how good an NBA player, from what you've seen so far, you were there at camp, how good an NBA player do you think you can be?
Well, you know, Mike, basketball-wise, I continue to believe in the same things from a basketball philosophy standpoint, and that is to try and make my teammates better, you know, do whatever's necessary there. I'm a very pass-first kind of player, which everybody knows. I think Coach McHale even got on me some, you know, during our training camps and things that, you know, I was passing too much, and that I had to score some in order to make people come to me so I can get my teammates involved. You know, hopefully I'll be able to get to a point where I can earn enough respect in the league to draw some attention and be able to get guys open and, you know, continue to work on putting the ball in the hole and, you know, hopefully, you know, be able to help my team create disadvantages on the offensive end and not be a liability on the defensive end. It's hard to guard anybody in our league. So.
Well, speaking of teammates, how often are you in touch with those guys, and what's the situation like? Do you ever worry that you're going to lose them? Because you know how players are. They want to see somebody every day. They want them there. How's that relationship right now?
You know, I can't speak on it for everybody because I'm not in contact with everybody, and it's important for me to not be a huge distraction for them, you know, like trying to tug and pull their attention to me personally. The people that I have talked to, you know, like Patrick and Chandler Parsons, and I saw James once when I went to go work out, and Jeremy Lin and I are in constant contact. You know, they just say that they support me, and I don't think they actually know the dynamic of what's going on, but they just hope that whatever it is, it can get worked out and I can get back to the team. And I hope the same thing, because they're a great group of guys, and it's a young team, and we got a chance to really grow together, and hopefully I can be a part of that.
Royce, your condition was not unknown when the draft rolled around. All the teams knew about it, and all the teams knew what a great player you were. Houston took you. How do you feel about the fact that Houston took you? Is there a part of you that ever says, man, sometimes I feel like I'm letting them down and they were there for me?
Yeah. Yeah, I battle with that every day, but the reality is that there's something bigger here than taking a chance on somebody, and as much as I would like to overlook what the medical reality is because they took a chance on me, it's just not logical to do so. There's no harm, no foul on both sides. I think we just understand that there's an issue, and that issue needs resolution, not good or bad. But it definitely does weigh on me to have to sit out and take a stand against them during this period because they did take a chance on me. But there's still what we have to do is out there. That line has been drawn. Now we have to cross it. We can't try and tiptoe to it because it's not one of those lines. It's one of those lines where you have to get over in order to accomplish the goal. So we're trying to do that now.
We'll get you out of here on this. Much of what you're saying sounds very pioneering, and we all know that there are pioneers who don't actually make it to the finish line themselves. There is a possibility that you will never play in the NBA. Are you okay if you never play in the NBA?
I won't be okay with it, no. I'll continue to advocate for myself and advocate for mental health awareness with the NBA, and if it happens that there was a call that I couldn't play or that, it was over for me, I would still try to play and try and implement the same system I'm trying to implement now. Now, life-wise, would I be okay? I'm pretty sure of it. Yeah, I'll be just fine.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Much appreciated
with us.
Thank you guys, man. Thanks. I'm a fan of the show.
We're taking a break, but when we come